Today I'm going to make Delphinium, a very pretty stem of flowers. Material required are tissue paper, blue colored pencil, blue colored pen, thick wire, thin wire, some cotton wool, green floral tape, and crepe papers in light blue, dark blue, white, and green. Cut stencils according to the measurements given. All the measurements are in centimeter. This is a stencil of a stamen. Cut one piece per flower. This is 1 centimeter wide and 2 centimeter long. This is a stencil for the flower, actual flower. This is 2 centimeter long and 3.5 centimeter wide. Cut one piece per flower. Both of these are in white color. This is a stencil of the petal. This is 0.5 centimeter wide at the base, 3.5 centimeter long, and here it is 1.75 centimeter with a stem of 1 centimeter. Cut 6 pieces of small petals per flower. This is of a bigger petal. This is 4.5 centimeter high and 2.25 centimeter wide, with a stem of 1.5 centimeter long and 1 centimeter wide. Cut 5 pieces of big petal per flower. This is another petal. This is just one piece that is to be cut per flower. This is almost 7 centimeter long, with the petal size is 3.25 and 2.25 wide, and the stem, the tail is 3.75 long and 1.75 wide here. This is for the bud. This is a square of 3.5 by 3.5. Cut as many buds as you want. This is for the bud again. Cut one piece per bud. So this is 2 centimeter long here and 2 centimeter long on the tail. It's wide by 1.5 centimeter here and here. This is a stencil for the leaf. This is almost 7 centimeter wide and 7 centimeter high. Cut as many leaves as you want. Now take the piece for the bud. First stretch it in the center like this. Then take some cotton wool, roll it into a ball and place it in the center of the bud piece. Fold the bud piece over like this. Hold it and twist the base so you get a neat ball shape like this. Then take a piece of thin wire, almost 8-9 centimeter long, 6-7 inches long, and then just wind it at the base of the bud and twist the end of the wire. Like this. Now take the floral tape, cut a small piece from it. Stretch the piece and wind this on the bud from the wire, on top of the wire, till the end of the stem. Like this. Now take the second piece for the bud, the one with the tail. First we'll make the tail, so fold the piece like this. Apply glue on the other side, at the edge like this, and fold it over. Stick it on the first fold. So you get a pointed triangular shape like this. Now just cup the top part by pushing it in the center. It becomes a leaf shape with a cup like this. Apply glue all over. And stick this on top of the bud that we made, like this. Stick it like this, and you may get a few folds, that's alright. And you get the tail. Now just hold the piece and bend the stem down. And this is how the bud would look. Now take the small stamen piece, the square piece, and take the blue pen. First just color, just sort of draw a line on the edge of one side, like this, and on the other side. Like this. Now just make fine cuts on it. About 1 centimeter long. Like this. Now curl this gently. Then roll the base between your finger and thumb, so it will swirl and become a tiny floral shape like this. Now take a thin wire, again about 7-8 inches long, and tie the base of this. This is how it will look. Now take the second stamen piece, the tiny petal thing, and first draw with using a blue colored pencil. Just make lines in the center of each of these petals. Like this. This is how it will look. Now just curl this outwards. This is how it will look. Apply glue on the base. And stick this around the base of the stamen that we made earlier. So just hold it like this and give tiny creases so that the whole thing fits around it. And stick the first part to the last part. You may have to hold it for a little while so that the glue sticks. Open out the petals. And this is what you get. Now first take the small petal and curl the stem by using scissors, pulling like this. You get a curled stem like this. Then using your finger, 4 fingers, just push out the base of the petal towards you, and then give a few crimps or just stretch the edge of the petal gently between your finger and thumb, So you get a rippled effect like this. And this is how the petal would look, as I've done with the other 5. Now take the centerpiece that we've made and take a petal first. Apply glue on the stem. And stick this below the centerpiece, just below it, so it sticks like this. Just stick it. Pressing the base of the leaf like this. Now stick another one next to it. Overlapping the first one a bit. So just overlap it a bit, keeping the same height, and stick it on the stem. And similarly go on and stick all the 5 petals, other 4 petals like this, round the stem of the flower. Now take the bigger petal and again in the same way as we did earlier, first curl the stem and then push out the center towards you just a little bit and give crimps on the edge, that is, stretch the edge between your finger and thumb, giving it a rippled or a frilly effect like this. Now apply glue on the stem of the petal and take the flower that we made earlier, this is how it looked, and just stick the 5 petals around it as we did with the smaller petals. Just position them right, they should come a little in between the smaller petals like this. Go on sticking glue on the stem of the petal and stick it on the flower. Like this. And this is how it will look after you stuck the big petals also from the back. Now if you want, you can just sort of pull the petals like this to give them shape, and they can take the position properly. Now to cut out a small piece from the floral tape, stretch it and wind it from the base of the flower till the end of wire. And this is how the flower would look after you put the tape. Now take the last petal, the one with the tail, and again as we did for the bird, first fold one side of the tail, apply glue on the other side, on the edge, and stick it over to form the tail for the flower. Then again, as we did for the other petals, push out the center towards you and give crimps to the edge of the petal. And this is how it will look with the tail. Now apply glue on the base of the petal, just above the tail. like this, and stick it on the flower between the first and the last big petal that you stuck. Just stick it there. And while you're holding it, just push down the stem in one direction like this, so that the tail stands out like this, and this is how the flower would look. For the leaf, just tie the base of the leaf with a thin wire. And twist the ends. This is how it will look. And just stick the green floral tape on it. Cut out a piece. Stretch it and wind it on the leaf stem. Till the end of the wire. Now take the tissue paper and fold it in half twice. So first fold it once and then fold it again. Apply glue on it. And wind this on the thick wire. So you get a thickish stem down till the end. Now take the floral tape and cut out a long piece from it. Stretch it. Then wind a bit of it on the stem first. Just 1 or 2 circles. Like that. Then take a bud and hold it next to the stem and wind the tape over. Take another one and again wind it. So put all the buds like this with not too much distance between them. So take the buds like this and wind them. This is how it will look, and I've used about 10-11 buds. You can make more or less as you want. Now take the flowers and put them on the stem. First create a distance between the bud and the flower, and then just put the flower in the same way as we did for the buds. These flowers are pretty close to each other. In fact, sometimes they are so close that you're not able to see the stem, so you can put them accordingly. Just remember that the tail of the flower would be towards the stem. And wind the tape over like this. And this is towards the end of the stem. After you've rolled quite a length of it, almost till the end, then you take the leaf and you put that also on it. The leaf is almost at the end of the stem, very close to the ground. Now just position the flower. So first open out the leaf like this, and open out the flowers one by one. Not too much because it will spoil the beauty of the stem. So just like, and then open the buds out also, keeping the tail of the buds towards the stem. So position them like this all around the stem. And this is how the flower would look.